For more this morning, I'm now joined by Miri Kornfeld. She is the Denver leader for Run for Their Lives and the Colorado director for Stand With Us. Miri, thank you for your time this morning, although I'm so sorry it's under these circumstances. You organized this rally on a weekly basis. Just horrific what we saw play out yesterday afternoon, especially on the eve of the Shavuos holiday. I mean, your reaction to the violence?
Yeah, so I'll take a step back and just let everybody know that Run for Their Lives is an international initiative that was started right after October 7th, 2023. I am one of the Denver leaders, so we have 230 chapters all around the world. It's a peaceful gathering weekly, family-friendly, and the singular goal of Run for Their Lives is to raise awareness about the hostages. That's it, plain and simple. So to have an attack on such a peaceful gathering, especially the one up in Boulder, which is just such a group of wonderful, amazing people, it is truly terrifying.
It's awful. And we've heard from the authorities this morning that the newest kind of piece of information for this suspect is that he's now facing first-degree murder charges. But law enforcement has not confirmed any deaths to us. Do you know otherwise on your end, or how those victims are doing this morning in the hospital?
Yeah, I know that the Run for Their Lives leadership has been closely in touch with a lot of the people who have been hospitalized. I do know that 4 of them have been released and 2 are still in the hospital. We don't have a status update yet on how those 2 are doing, but we're praying for happy news.
And take me through, I mean, again, this is an event that happens on a weekly basis. It's peaceful. Was this guy ever on your radar, or someone who showed up to these rallies each week in Boulder that kind of flew up a red flag for folks there, or no?
I know a bunch of people up in the Boulder March and some friends who march there weekly. And yeah, there's, the typical protesters that show up all the time in Boulder. He was not one of them. He's not somebody that was on anybody's radar, at least the Run for Their Lives people or my friends up in Boulder. He was not somebody that they had seen before, no.
How does security work each and every week for this event, and especially last night on the eve of a holiday? What security measures were taken during and beforehand for this?
Yeah, all of the Run for Their Lives groups all around the world, they are in touch with our local police departments before each walk. I mean, we all have relationships with our local police departments. They're doing patrols and they know about it. They know to check in on us and whatnot. But whether or not each group has a designated armed security guard is up to each security group. The Denver group, in light of the incidents in Washington, D.C. last week, had decided to run a fundraiser in order to be able to have an armed security guard with us every week, and we've had that now for 2 weeks. Run for Their Lives internationally is taking this very seriously, and unfortunately, until we can guarantee that all of our members are going to be safe, all Run for Their Lives walks are canceled for the foreseeable future, and we hope to get them up and running very soon.
Before I let you go, just what's your message to the members of the Jewish community who, of course, they don't want to live in fear. They don't want to hide. They want to be vocal and proud and attend these events, but they see these headlines and it is their biggest fear come to fruition. What do you tell fellow members of the Jewish community right now?
I'll expand that question and say, what's the message to the wider viewership of this show is that it's important to keep in mind that we're marching here for the hostages. These are 58 people who are still held behind in Gaza. They were taken on October 7th by Hamas militants. Hamas is an internationally recognized terrorist organization, and the violence that happened on October 7th and the violence, the anti-Semitic violence that has happened since all around the world should be condemned in the utmost extent. To my fellow Jewish community, something that we've been saying over and over again is there are things that will happen that they will try to overcome us, but nothing is going to overcome the Jewish people. We are here, we are strong, we are resilient. Am Yisrael Chai, and don't stop doing.
Thank you for watching. Subscribe below and download our NewsNation app right now on your phone, and you will get fact-based, unbiased news for all Americans.